A rematch between President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump comes into focus ahead of Georgia's primary election coming up in 2 days. Both candidates were in the Peach State yesterday. Atlanta News First political reporter Doug Reardon breaks down the candidates' push ahead of Tuesday.
The two likely presidential candidates held their rallies less than 100 miles apart here in Georgia and brought with them a very similar message to voters. Cast a ballot for me in November or risk the very soul of America.
It's a contest between competing forces in the battle for the soul of this nation.
He's a threat to democracy. I will tell you, he's a threat to democracy.
As a rematch between two old political rivals becomes more and more likely, President Joe Biden and former President Donald Trump traveled to Georgia Saturday to make their presence known in the battleground state. Trump was greeted by a friendly crowd in the more rural city of Rome. Biden was in metro Atlanta, a crucial Democratic stronghold in the Purple State, just days after his fiery State of the Union address.
Joe Biden should not be shouting angrily at America. America should be shouting angrily at Joe Biden.
And Trump and I have a very different value set, if it isn't obvious already. Mine is based on core values that have defined America.
Biden kept his focus mostly on economic policies, canceling student loan debt, job creation, and affordable housing. He made no mention of the conflict in Gaza, even despite a brief interruption from a protester. Biden also briefly discussed immigration policy, hammering Trump for past disparaging comments.
Instead of celebrating the contribution of immigrants to our country, to our economy and our communities, Donald Trump calls them vermin, poisoning the blood of America.
But the president made no mention of the recent death of Laken Riley, the 22-year-old nursing student found dead on the University of Georgia campus last month. Her accused killer is an undocumented immigrant. With Riley's parents backstage, Trump wasted no time getting to the subject as people held up posters bearing Riley's face.
Oh, he was illegal, and I say he was an illegal alien. He was an illegal immigrant. He was an illegal migrant. And he shouldn't have been in our country, and he never would have been under the Trump policy.
Biden also made no mention of Trump's ongoing criminal prosecution in Fulton County for election interference. But Trump ripped into District Attorney Fani Willis over her relationship with a prosecutor that could put her involvement in the case in jeopardy.
She may set a record for the most vacations taken in the history of a job, but with money made wrongfully prosecuting me and other innocent American patriots.
Georgia's presidential primary is coming up in just a few days on Tuesday, at which time both of these men could clinch their party's nomination for president. From Pullman Yards, Doug Reardon, Atlanta News First.
Supporters for both Biden and Trump seemed pretty happy with their candidates' performance at their respective rallies.
President Biden was sharp. He went into so much about what he wanted to do as far as cut taxes and give tax credits to people that really need them.
Joe got to go.
I do know there's a great awakening. There are many people who, they don't have to be Republicans, but they're tired of the no return on the vote.
Primary election day is coming up on Tuesday. Polls are open that day from 7 a.m. till 7 p.m. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now to download the free Atlanta News First app to learn more about Tuesday's election.